to have your cameras out taking a lot of pictures in this room. On almost every single tour, several people capture very, very bizarre things in this room. I've seen people capture disembodied heads floating over the piano. I've seen people capture disembodied heads coming through the wall. I even had one guy who had his back towards that door right there, taking a picture of the piano area. I'm standing over here, and when he takes his pictures, I'm in front of his camera. Very strange things happen. Now, there's always at least one person on the trolley who says that their cameras refuse to work in this room. A lot of times they won't turn on, they'll take a really long time to focus, or they won't even be able to focus at all. If that is happening to any of you, do not worry. Your cameras will start working once you leave. But folks, as you're taking your pictures, I want you to keep your ears open, because I'm going to be talking about this precious little nugget right here. In front of me is a 64-pound solid bar of pure silver. Just based on the price of silver alone, worth about $28,000 today. Now, we believe this bar of silver to be cursed because it's been on a total of 6 different Spanish ships that are all now sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Each one of those ships was trying to take this cargo back to the King and Queen of Spain. We know that to be true because after the story, when you come up to look at it, you're going to see some Roman numerals up here at the top. That is a serial number, and they do have the logs of the ships that this bar of silver has been on. However, we only have enough time for a story about one of those ships. And her name was the Nuestra Señora de la Maravilla. In English, that would be Our Lady of Marvels. Now, she was part of a fleet of 7 Spanish ships, trying to salvage this cargo from a shipwreck the previous year right off the coast of what is now known as Ecuador. Folks, in January of 1656, a very large storm came up, spun that fleet of 7 ships around in a circle. Our Lady of Marvels was the tail ship. She was broadsided by the lead ship, the Capitana. As both ships started crumbling, breaking apart, captain of Our Lady of Marvels called up to a Catholic priest on board, a man by the name of Father Diego, asked him to start taking confessions and issuing the last rites to the men. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the 650 men on board those 2 ships, only 45 survived. Father Diego and the 44 men that he was able to bless. Now, after sinking the 6th and final Spanish ship that this bar of silver was on, this bar sat at the bottom of the ocean for over 300 years. It was then salvaged by a U.S. team and brought to Key West in 1986. So you can come touch it, lift it. Those of you who do, though, I want you to keep this one thought in mind. The only thing that's sealing your fate after touching this bar of silver is the solid ground that we're standing on. Personally, you'll never see me dead on a boat with this bar of silver. And that pun is always intended. Now, if you are going on a boat in the next couple of days, I do not recommend touching this. So who's brave enough to come touch the cursed treasure? Hands down alongside, lift up from the bottom. That's that Roman numeral serial number.
We're not going on a boat, are we?
I'm going on a boat tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll do it.